No, don't. Oh.
If we could have someone in to help us finishing, that'd be absolutely wonderful.
Hi, I'm Ella Toone, midfielder for Manchester United Women and England Lionesses. What sort of things do you need me to come in and coach?
We concede a lot and we don't score a lot.
Push, be a little bit more creative. On the ball, off the ball, movements.
Oh, I've only got an hour.
Push us that way a little bit.
What do you mean you've not scored?
Look at this. Look at that. That is absolutely brilliant.
That's outrageous.
Are we all going to get on?
Yeah, come on.
We're going to get on the bus? Yeah, that's good.
Thank you. Cheers.
Welcome back to Tunley, home of Specsavers Best Worst Team. After losing every game last season, Harry Redknapp stepped in to help turn their fortunes around. And he's even brought in world champion Luke Littler to teach them how to deal with their newfound fame, like being plastered on the sides of local buses. Off the pitch, the lads are superstars. But how's it been going on the pitch?
Some good, some bad.
Well, we've still lost, but we have improved a lot, and we're not getting like the big beatings anymore and the high scores defeats.
Sadly, since you were last with us, Tunley have lost another 5 on the spin, including 2 defeats to relegation rivals. After shipping 7 away to Bishop Sutton, Tunley welcomes local rivals Timsbury to the rec centre. But it was the visitors who took local bragging rights, thanks mainly to 2 worldies that wouldn't look out of place in the Champions League. The defence has tightened up though, with a single goal away at Somerton, the difference between the 2 sides. Followed by a 3-1 defeat away at fellow strugglers Wall Rangers. That latest loss was Tunley's 14th in a row, leaving them rock bottom of the Somerset County League Division 3. It's not all doom and gloom. The double-figure batterings have stopped and the second half collapses are few and far between. There is one issue that's been around for a while though, and that doesn't look like changing.
We have never had an out-and-out goal scorer. 10 years ago we did, but then he got too old and couldn't run anymore. It's a bit of a problem.
The low point of my career was as chairman presenting the top goal scorer award to Brad, who scored 3 goals. And I think that pretty much sums up our whole season last season. And this season, we're sort of getting better, but we're just not improving in front of goal.
We're creating about 5 or 6 chances every game. But you know what it's like, when you're in front of goal, you've only got one thing to do.
If we could have someone in to help us finishing, that'd be absolutely wonderful.
How about a player that scored in an FA Cup final, a Euros final, and a World Cup final? Will that do?
Hi, I'm Ella Toone, midfielder for Manchester United Women and England Lionesses.
There really is no end to Harry's little black book. He's brought in a Euros winner and scorer of one of England's biggest goals in history. Surely she can turn around Tunley's fortunes in front of goal.
I'm excited to be here and to help the Tunley lads. Sometimes it's not always scoring bangers from outside the box, it's making sure you're in the right place to get a tap in, but I think it's being confident in front of net and being composed. I think a lot of people think that when you've got to score, you've got to smack it, when really it's just another pass into the back of the net. So hopefully in this hour I can give them a few tips.
Harry's organised for Ella to have a chat about finishing with the Tunley players who need it most.
Right, Captain, can you introduce me to your teammates?
Josh, 1-on-1 specialist.
Oh, right, well, attacking-wise?
Yes, yeah. Played up front the last couple of years, not too bad. Much better this season than last year in terms of converting.
And then you've got Ben scores.
Nice.
Ben scores goals. Ben scores goals. And then Cormac's the legs, that's his sort of thing, he just runs. That's about it. And then,
that's what I like to do.
And then Steve's just there because his dad's gaffer.
That's hard.
He does do a good job.
Right then lads, what's been going on?
Not been playing the best of football, to be honest. We're struggling big time.
What with? Goal scoring, not conceding?
We concede a lot and we don't score a lot.
All right, two worst problems we've got then.
It's a bit of a disaster. We're much better this year than last year in terms of scoring, for sure. But yeah, not much better.
And who's been scoring?
Well, we'll take the credit for that.
You've got goal scorers?
Yeah, we're both on 5, aren't we, to be fair, so yeah, not too bad.
0. We should like scoring goals.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I mean, I think I could teach you a few things maybe, so hopefully after this session you can get a few goals, you two especially. You should learn a bit off these two.
Yeah, well, we've been trying.
It's a good people around the club. That's what keeps us going, really.
That's why we need to get better.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah, the club deserves a lot better than what we're producing at the minute, for sure, in terms of results.
We're not going out and getting slaughtered.
Yeah.
3-1, 4-1. It's not. Well, it still sounds bad, but it's not.
It's not 17.
It's good.
Did you lose 17 then?
So we've had 17 and we had a 14 this season, and then don't do that.
Sorry. So after tonight's session, what do you want to go away with? What sort of things do you need me to come in and coach?
Help me hit a ball on target.
All right, is it that bad?
I think it help us be a little bit more creative on the ball, off the ball, movements.
Oh, I've only got an hour.
That way a little bit.
But I love that you keep going, and you seem like you all love the club. So that's the main thing. All you can do is try. Mum said all you can do is try your best. So you just got to keep going and keep working hard. And
Nan told me I was handsome.
Right, Ella, have you sorted them out?
I mean, I've tried.
Let's get out there and do some training, yes?
Let's go then.
After you, Cormac.
One day, it won't be throwing it down in Somerset. Today is not that day. The rain won't stop Ella, though, as she takes the Tunley boys onto the training pitch to put their finishing to the test.
Good job I brought my coat. We're going to do a bit of a shooting drill. I'm going to stand there with the balls. I'm going to drill them into you. You'll be just past this blue line here. Touch, finish. I just literally want you getting it on target, getting a feel for it. You don't have to smack it. Literally, it's just another pass into the goal. So, yeah, let's get on with it before we freeze to death. Yeah. Touch. Love it. What do you mean you've not scored? Good touch. Love it. The two who haven't scored all season have just scored.
Oh no, he's turned up now.
Yeah, good save, keeper.
I'm Ryan Edmonds. I'm the goalkeeper for Tunley Athletic.
He's a very good goalkeeper. He's getting on a little bit. He's a little bit short for a goalkeeper, but shot stopper, he's brilliant. His overall demeanour for the club and the team is brilliant.
It's not a nice feeling when you go home on a Saturday, especially when you go home and your kids stop asking whether you won or lost, and it turns into how many did you let in.
I expect his back's hurting a little bit picking that many out in one game, but if we didn't have Ryan, we wouldn't be 17, it'd be 34.
I got to the end of last season, I thought that's it, that's me done. I can't have another season like that. And Dunk gave me Manager's Player of the Year for the first time in 11 years, and I think that was a little bit of a bribe to get me to stay, but it worked, so yeah, I'm here again.
Good touch. Save.
One scoring.
Head up.
Yeah! There he is.
Nice.
Surely, come on. Come on, I got to bury one.
Touch.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Finish.
That were good, to be fair, lads. You impressed me a lot more than I thought. You stood out. I know you've not scored this season, but you should be having more shots in games. Make sure you get your head over the ball, but there were some nice finishes. Keeper made some good saves. I think without him in net, we'd have had a few more goals. But we're going to do something a little bit different this time. Different finishing, first time shot. So I'm going to lay a ball, run onto it and finish it first time.
Oh, Steve-O.
Oh, keeper!
Good save.
Yep.
Ah, finish. Finish, Benny. Finish, Benny.
Left foot. Nice.
Have it.
Yep. Finish. Have I improved them already or what?
I'm laughing, you.
They're finding it a bit too easy. Let's ramp it up a little.
Hey, love it.
Champion.
Hooray, great finish.
Oh! Keeper.
They took keeper's head off.
Oh, come on, Ryan, man. Oh!
Oh, nice. First time. Lads, I love that. I thought you were a lot better than what you let on in there anyway. You just got to keep your eye on the ball. Obviously, this surface does not help getting up and all that, but hopefully I can check your score at the weekend and there's been a few goals and you've got your first one at the season.
Harry's got the pitch booked until 9 p.m. sharp, so Ella gives the rest of the squad some tips in front of goal with the time they have left, while Josh and Steve discuss scoring in front of an England star.
Don't know about Josh, but I've hit some nice ones there. Definitely took some tips off of Ella, definitely.
It's really good. It's really good to get an insight of a player at that top level of the game. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I think confidence is growing after the weekend and after tonight. Definitely, confidence is getting there. Put the keeper to test because at that point anything can happen to what happens after.
You got 50 pence for the meter, Harry. Next time on Specsavers Best Worst Team.
We've got someone very special coming in, so here he comes.
Tunley Athletic get the Monday night football treatment.
Where are we? Hands up. Who is it?
Mine. It's retired.
He's retired? Or was he retired?